Good morning, IWC. We back on the screen. Another day, another pop, another wild routine. Who's up, who's down, who's turning heel this week? We break it down, Bella Bell, don't even blink. Good morning, IWC. Let's run it. Hot takes, headlines, yeah, we run it. Turn the volume up, ain't nothing funny. Me talk that truth, ain't paid by nobody. Rumors fly, light shine, feel the crowd get loud. From the indie scene grit to the big show crowds. Predictions, reactions, don't cap, no fear. If you mad, hit the chat, we still ain't here. Good morning, IWC, let's run it. Hot takes, headlines, yeah, we run it. Turn the volume up, ain't nothing funny. We talk that trap, they paid by nobody. Sip your coffee, lace your boots. Another episode, he delivered the news. If you love this sport, then you found it in me. So good morning to the whole IWC. Good morning, IWC. Hot takes, headlines, yeah, we run it.
All right, folks, we're live. That is, oh wait, over there. Mike Norton. I'm Sped. Oh, my bad. I forgot to turn that off. And yeah, we were just talking about, my bad, I forgot to put this on the actual slide. This is supposed to be the first slide. Here we go. We were just talking about Survivor Series War Games behind the scenes while that was going on. But how's everybody doing? How you doing this morning, man?
I'm doing fine, bro. How you doing? I got my coffee. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I forgot my damn hot chocolate. I should have got that this morning. I need something.
Definitely.
But
That's what the extra 10 minutes was for. I need to get my coffee right.
hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, see, I didn't even think about that. I had to take the dog out. I had to get the freaking kids ready. It's snowing outside. Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
I hear that.
What's going on with the chat? How you doing, Mike? How you doing, TC? Hold on, let me pull the chat up over here because I can't do it from StreamYard. Boom, you guys can see it right there.
Yeet.
Yeah, no yeet. No yeet. Got a foot of snow to dig out. Damn. Oh, man. But yeah, no, we're changing, tweaking the slides a little bit. Totally forgot to get rid of the run-in stuff behind me. As you can tell, I am still figuring out my mornings, you know. But yeah, we're going to get on to this right here. We're starting off with Survivor Series War Games, and this is our big one, so we get 10 minutes on the clock on this one. Starts now. How do you grade War Games this year?
Are we going on a 1 to 10 or are we going A through D type of situation?
We could do a grade level, A through F. Yeah, if you want to go Mr. Crocker, you got to go F. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not getting an F. I'm going, after watching it, I want to say I came in, I think I gave it like a 2 for expectations.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a C.
Yeah, I feel that. A lot of people are giving that a C. What match did you like the most, though?
The match that I liked the most, well, I'm gonna be a little biased here. You know, Rey Mysterio's my GOAT, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Dom. Dom getting a big win.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite match of the night.
Nice. All right. Well, what stood out to you though throughout all of this, like men's, women's, the women's world heavyweight championship, anything?
I think the women's world heavyweight championship, although there was like a little part in the back, I knew who was gonna win that one.
Yeah.
I think it was probably the most predictable, out of the matches. I like the surprise run-in, now that we know who it was and everything.
Yeah.
About time. It's like so that was good. But I gotta go with the ladies, man. Whenever you get that much talent in the ring, like the the 2025 women in wrestling
Oh
is
yeah.
just so much better than what it was when when I was a kid watching women wrestling. We
Yeah.
could get into all that,
Yeah.
but so I'm gonna just go with the way the women have leveled up just the past few years. So I like what the women did in the war games.
I see in my notes over here, I wrote down the one thing that stood out to me was Charlotte Flair. She didn't come out in a robe. She didn't come out in none of like what she usually does, right? She came
Yeah.
out in a ring inspired by this little girl with brain tumor, and she looked really good in that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So hey, TC, you might want to get rid of that. Um, it
Yeah,
uh,
definitely agree with TC.
there's Well, no, I'm talking about there's a lot of bots lately coming in on Twitch. They just opened the floodgates again,
Yeah.
so I gotta my moderators got to be in there and they got to be on it. You know what I'm saying? But no,
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool for that. And then what really threw me off was there was a total match time from entrance to into bell. Okay,
Yeah.
for this match was around 34 minutes and 20 seconds. That's off my timer, all right? That's not
Yeah.
an actual set boom time, but you know.
Yeah.
But my thing is like okay, so you're giving us around 26 minutes of wait time before that actual bell hits. At this
Yeah.
point, let's just go back to traditional Survivor Series. We
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
need the war games. All right, we don't need it. And it's not even traditional war games either. Traditional war games had the damn cage at the top. It was caged off, you know,
Yeah.
all the way around. So
Yeah. It's a little twist to it.
I
Do a
get
little
it.
twist
I
on
get
it.
it. I get it. But it reminds me more of Blood and Guts more than War Games. All right. I mean, because Blood and Guts is its own entity. Okay. It
Yeah.
is. Right. You look at it. It's one giant ass ring. All right. They just expanded the ring instead of putting two together. You know, and then they just made a bigger cage. All right. But with
Yeah.
this one, it's just now it's just like the Royal Rumble at this point. You expect EO to get up top with the trash can
Oh,
and
we knew
jump
it was
off.
coming.
You know,
It's still amazing every time though.
it is. But it's like at some point you're like, all right, man, we could do something different here. You know, but at least I want to point out this though, they made Lash Legend look like a star in that match last night.
It did.
She came in last, okay, last,
Yeah.
and bullied everybody up and down that mat. Just what's up? Both sides of the ring, chucking people around. I felt bad for Alexa Bliss because she was getting chucked like a lawn dart, you know. But no, man.
But
I
yeah,
mean, go
Lash
ahead.
got the rub. Just what
She
I was
did.
gonna say is look at that lineup, and the other 9 women
Oh
are
yeah.
already made.
Yep.
She got the rub in this match.
She did. And you know what? That's how you build a star, though. You bring her
It
in,
is.
you let her do what she needs to do, and she delivered, all right? And I'm looking more and more forward to Lash and Naya's tag team because once those two get the
Yeah.
titles, that I'm telling you guys may not see it, but it could be the Sisters of Destruction right there. Boom. You
Yeah.
know? Those two
For
are
sure.
that bad, that good. I mean, that bad, bad, shut your mouth type
Yeah.
of deal, you know?
Yep.
But
For sure.
this match only lasted around 8 minutes and 21 seconds. Becky Lynch taps to AJ Lee. I believe it was what the shit. I can't remember. I didn't write it down. I forgot what it was. The Black Widow. That's what it was called.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, that's fine. But the only thing that really is like funny to me is Jessica Carr. She's a referee. They call her Fast Count Jess now, but she's
Yeah.
also on Evolve. And I don't know if a lot of people realize that. She's a mask wrestler on Evolve. And she's really freaking good. All right. All right. I
Yeah.
don't remember her name right now on there, but she's really good. And
I haven't got to catch too much Evolve,
oh,
but that's
Evolve's
something interesting. Now I'm interested to check it out.
oh, it is really good actually. Big Mike was the one who got me into Evolve. And it was one of those ones where you're like, all right, I'll check. That's who it is. Kylex. Yeah, Kylex. That's a name right there. Yeah.
Definitely go check her out.
Well, she wears a mask and she's quick. She's strong, dude. Like strong. You'd be surprised. Yeah, she looks big, right? When the referee, but she's really Badoosh. You know, she reminds me of Raquel. How big she is. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's big.
Cool.
No, and I would not want to get hit by a clothesline from her. Holy fudge. Woo.
What
Yeah.
did what did you think about your boy Dom's girl Liv?
Oh, listen, I tweeted out, and you guys are going to laugh at this because everybody's like, oh, yeah, Sped, we thought you hated her. No, I love her now, all right? She helped Dom get that title back. I love you, okay? This match, though, and I was talking to Stampede. We got 2 minutes. It's about the War Games anyway.
Yeah.
This match right here, to me, was my match of the night anyway. All
Yeah.
From the start, it was going to be my
Me
match
too.
of the night. And it delivered. To me, it delivered. Except we did not need the Judgment Day like Raquel and all of them coming out. If it was just Liv, a lot of people would have accepted that. Stampede especially would have accepted that. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, when you added in Finn and all the other shenanigans,
Yeah.
that's what we have a problem with, you know? But, you know, overall, 2-belt Dom's back, you know, Dirty Dom's doing his thing. But you were right. Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer, to me, kind of, I gave it a 2.1 out of 5 because it was very obvious of what was going to happen. But the match itself was a lot better than what I thought, you know?
For sure.
So, but
Nikki's out to prove she can wrestle. I think
she
that's
is.
what it. That's what her whole point of what she's doing is.
Yep.
I don't think it's about taking the title.
No, I don't think it is either. I think she's out here to prove that she can go. I gave War Games itself a C minus, just like TC did. But the match that I was very, very not happy with whatsoever, from start to finish, was the men's War Games match. In my opinion, it was boring as hell. All right, they were very much so trying to protect the big guys, very much so. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. They were trying to protect the big three. I mean, they definitely were trying to protect Bronson Reed and GMIWC, who stayed away from the top, folks. They stayed away from the top. That was beautiful.
That was good.
That was nice.
That was good.
I didn't want to see another broken ankle or a broken
Me
toe.
neither.
You know, but we got a masked figure that came in, and I have a theory to who that is. All right, so stay tuned to Thursday on that one. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, the hooded figure does his curb stomp, bounces right out of the ring like he's running away from the cops. Yeah, gets over that fence real damn fast. Did you see how quick he was? Hop, gone, peace. You know, like cops were chasing his ass. You know, this match lasted around 31 minutes. 31 minutes from beginning to end. Again, you get 26 minutes of pure dumbass. Definitely wasn't Rollins. Pure just, why are we doing this? But the 7 seconds. The one cool thing out of this match, Braun Breaker's freaking entrance was the coolest thing out of this match the whole time.
Agree.
That was the coolest thing out of that match. And there's the bell. I want to see more of that. I do. And coming up on Monday, we got the Final Four. We're going to do 5 minutes on this one. We got the Final Four, and that starts now. Final Four, the last time is now tournament coming up. You got Jey Uso, my worst nightmare, happening. Jey Uso and LA Knight in the semifinals. Winner goes on to face the winner of Solo Sikoa versus Gunther. TC and I have talked back behind the scenes about this, and he agrees that Gunther's the only choice on this. But to you, who is the two that are going to be in this?
Well,
and why?
Yeah, I think Gunther's probably the logical choice here. It's probably the one that could have the best match with him, obviously, because he can kind of, even at seeing his age, just kind of walk him through the match and protect him from looking bad. I mean, he is the ring general, of course. But the only other person I see that makes sense here, I mean, Solo makes no sense. But on the other side, I guess if you really wanted to, you could make, a lot of people don't want the Jey Uso babyface push again, but if they go back to it, it would make sense for him to win this and him and Gunther to be in the finals. Or they could finally give LA Knight his just due. But with that being said, I think I see Gunther beating Jey Uso again. I think that's what I see happening.
Hey, see, everyone always says Solo doesn't deserve this, but he owns a WrestleMania victory over Cena. All right, he does own one, and that's where the story is. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, you can have it like that, but with the Wyatt Six looming, we saw it on Friday with the Wyatt Six looming.
Yeah.
You know, something's gonna happen. So, no, I agree. I think it's gonna be Jey Uso. He's gonna get another run it back. Run it back. What the hell? There's another one. Run it back. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if that's real or not. We'll just wait that one out. But yeah. So, you know, Jey Uso, LA Knight. That's my worst nightmare. Right?
Yeah.
Big Mike knows it. He's probably laughing right now. He's like, "Ha ha, that's his worst nightmare." Yeah. But I do not. I do not want to see LA Knight whatsoever near the finals or even sniffing. He shouldn't be this far, all right? He shouldn't be this far, all right? It should have lost to Zack Ryder weeks ago, but here we are. So yeah, we got but now my question is for you. Gunther wins it, right? Does this make him the new legend killer, like or the retirement or whatever? What would this do for his trajectory? Yeah, you know.
I mean, I would assume they're gonna have something attached to it. So I don't think they'll give him the legend killer name, but I do believe it'll be something similar. Because I think looking at this, he's gonna be the one to retire Cena. So he's gonna say that for the next year after that. So whatever angle they decide to push in, he's definitely gonna use that for a while.
Yeah, I know. I feel that. What did you see? They changed his entrance back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Think there's probably one other person, and I just say that maybe coming over here or coming over there for a retirement tour, he'll probably be the next one Gunther retires.
Yeah. I look, Big Mike, myself, and everyone else in the the IWC, sorry, would love it. You know? Yeah, it'd be ever.
Yes,
You
but
just made the list. I hate it. God.
yeah,
As
it's
long
coming.
as long as we get the learning branch and not the learning tree in WWE, we're good. Yeah. I will laugh so damn hard if he did something like that.
Shows up as the fallen apple.
Or shows up as the Ocho. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair to say.
Oh my god. Or what would we call himself if he wins the Diaz? I think he's a 9-time Intercontinental
Yeah,
Champion. If he wins it one more time as Diaz, the Diaz, yeah.
showing up, Chris Diaz.
Chris Diaz! What up? Yeah. Oh man. Alright, so we got 20 seconds left. Gunther, you say Gunther versus Jay. Big Mike says tune in Thursday to see why he thinks it's going to be Jey Uso. Well, it could be Jey Uso, he says. Why he thinks it could be Jey Uso. Hey, listen, that'd be dope. All right? And the bell is about to go off now. All right, so there's the bell. We're getting to the next slide. That's the fun slide. And this one is our 7-minute one. And it starts now. Who has the worst booking in 2025 and why?
Is it out of these four?
Yes, and by the way, that one at the top right here, right here, that is Hunter Jackson. He used to be a wrestler back in the day. He is the head creative of TNA right now.
That's hilarious, right?
Yes, Delirious. That's who it was. Yes.
All right. So, I could be lack of resources, but I think you got to go with TNA.
Yes.
I don't even know if they writing their stuff. It's like, I mean, NXT feel like might have wrote or coordinated a lot of that stuff, but TNA is going to take the blame here. They've had the worst booking of the year, I believe, for the simple fact that I know what they're working at, so I'm not taking that from them, but the fact that they're booking for a whole year has been focused really on another company.
Yep.
Is why they got to take the L here.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. I was gonna say TNA as well because AEW to me is number one right now. Right, 2025 has been AEW all day, every day. All right, and our AEW Shield prediction Shield champ is in the house right now, so he knows. You know, but so you got AEW, then you got NXT. In my opinion, is number
Yes,
two.
for sure.
You know,
100%
like
too.
you can't look at WWE and say, well, they're number three. No, they're right there at number four with TNA. I would say, I'm sorry. They're right there at the bottom with TNA because I would say, companies like Hog has had a great year. Reality of Wrestling's had a great year. What is it, Fourth Wall Wrestling or whatever that is? That one had a really good year. New Japan has had a great year this year. So
CMLL is killing it too.
exactly, and we're about to talk about that. That's on the list right there. But this is one of those things where we talk about. All right, these are the big four, though, right? When we talk, the ones you don't really get to see so much of TNA, which that's going to change here soon in 2026. They're getting a TV deal here soon.
Yep.
But TNA itself, you had Mike Santana as your TNA champion for 32 days. All right, after he should have been champion multiple freaking times and taking it back from NXT. Then you give it to Frankie Kazarian. Who the hell? What? A guy? What? I know who he is, but what? You give it to him over freaking Mike Santana? Like that right there made me want to go Stephen A. Smith there for a second. You're like, like,
he definitely did.
Like what? You're telling me that you got Mike Santana. Everyone loves this man, okay? For a guy that you can barely understand, who's still talking, he sounds like Sylvester Stallone. Hey, man, that's what we're doing. Like that's what he sounds like when he cuts a promo.
He does though. That's crazy. Come on, man. Take Santana's title run like that. You definitely take the title for bad booker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You did all day. You took the bad booking decision. As soon as you did that.
Yeah. He won. Even if it was close, he won with that one.
Yeah, he won. I don't even care what Triple H did at WrestleMania or what he didn't do and how many freaking nostalgia people he brings back. All right.
Yeah.
You screwed up. All right.
Yeah. Triple H is also working with a lot, so I understand why he could get scrambled a little bit.
Yeah.
TNA, man, y'all don't have enough to be making these type of decisions.
And then you still have AJ Francis fighting for the mid-card division. Like, what? Not even the X title. The X division title. You're getting him going for the digital media and the tag titles and all. What?
I hate that digital media title. I hate that title. I don't even know what it's, but I get it, but it doesn't. It's like, I don't know. It just sounds like an internet title.
That's what it is.
I don't like it.
That's what it is, Like, nah, but then, so I get it. I know we're going to hear a lot about this when we post this stuff up on Twitter, X and TikTok and YouTube. People are going to be like, this guy really doesn't like Frankie, does he? No, I like Frankie. Let's not get it twisted, all right?
He's not a heavyweight champion right now.
No,
he shouldn't be.
He should be your international champion or whatever, their intercontinental champion or whatever that is. Yeah. That blue strap, he looks good with that, However, you got guys like Nick Nemeth who can run that title all day, all right? You got guys like Mike Santana, who deserves it hell of a lot more than a lot of people, all right? You got AJ Francis, who brings stars to the table, okay? Yeah. You're sitting here, not you. People are sitting here, and they're saying that WWE is far worse than TNA right now. You guys have not watched any TNA whatsoever, all right? No, I mean, there's some stuff in TNA that's been great. Don't get it twisted.
Sure. 100%. It hasn't all been bad.
No, don't get it twisted. But, like, that one booking decision screwed you for the year. Right there. Right there. Yeah, like, you were turning it around. Everything was it was getting good again. Santana was cutting some banger promos. And then you just take the title off of him.
Yeah. I don't know. I still gotta believe there's something going on there. Like maybe he's leaving. I don't know. Just doesn't make sense for them to pull the plug in 32 days and not really with like a you know nothing. Once again, nothing against Frankie. I love Frankie, but he wasn't the guy to take the title off Santana in 32 days. Like that part doesn't make sense to
That
me.
makes no sense to me. That's what makes no sense to me though. That's my thing. But if he does jump ship, me and you talked about it last week. He does
Yeah,
not go to NXT. He goes right to the main roster. He
yeah, he doesn't need
fits
to.
on the main roster. NXT is not his destination. WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Money in the Bank. That's his destination. This guy
Yeah.
is destined for greatness. And TNA, my man, I love you guys. You just screwed it up on my end.
Uh, maybe I like maybe and I know the thing of piling Spanish people together, what they do over there, but maybe bring them in to help. I'll stop short to help Dom if you want to ever get him off the Judgment Day.
Ah, right. All right, so there was the bell, and now we're on to the Ric Flair segment of the night. Ric Flair says that Charlotte Flair is the greatest female wrestler of all time and the best worker in WWE. We got 3 minutes on the clock on this one because I think this is going to be quick, fast, in a hurry. And the next one's also going to be 3 minutes because it's the Booker T comments on AEW.
Yeah,
So what do you think? You think he's right?
I think first he's her father, so I wouldn't expect him to say anything less. But I also believe that she has just as good as argument as anybody.
She does.
So I believe that he believes that, and I don't have a problem with it. Might not personally be my number one as far as rest over there, but she definitely has an argument. So who am I to argue with the dad?
Yeah, no,
No,
I feel that.
we
I
gonna
feel that.
ride with Rick on that.
I feel that. No, and that's what
Yeah,
I told my wife because she was like, "Wait, are you?" She goes, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Well, he's a father. That's his daughter.
yeah,
He's gonna back her more than anybody else in this world anyway. So I agree with that. As a dad, I got 2 daughters myself and a son.
yeah.
Myself, I would back them all day, every day. But like, yeah, even though my kid's only batting a buck 47, and your kid's batting
Best,
a three
best
forty
in the
seven.
world.
I'm like, my kid's better. Like, fuck
Yeah,
your kid.
you're supposed to. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
you gotta hype the SA up somehow. You're supposed to be the hype man forever.
Yeah,
And
exactly,
that's what Rick's doing
exactly.
now. Rick's doing the hype man stuff. And there was another comment he made I didn't want to get into, and everybody, people were already asking me questions about that on Twitter. Why didn't you post up his other comment about Hogan? Because that's not my place. All right,
Yeah,
that's not my
yeah.
place.
I've seen it. I leave that stuff
Yeah,
alone.
that's not my place, man. That he knew Hogan better than everybody else, better than
Mhm.
us. So that's not my place.
Yeah,
But you know what? Right now, though, I will say she is top 10, maybe top 15, maybe in the world. Cause man, there's so many better females out there. Right? Look at what Mega Bane's doing right now. She's in 2 tournaments over one
yeah.
in Stardom, one in AEW. Both
It's
tag
crazy.
team, and she's doing it. She's killing it. Look at Io. She's been killing it. You got Mina.
Yeah,
I can't remember how to say her last name. Over there in Japan, she's been killing it.
yeah,
Shari been killing it, and then you got this young lady Lee who just won the Knockouts title.
yeah.
There's a lot of Stephanie Vaquer. There's a lot of women out there that are killing it right now. I think it's going to be a minute before we actually say that Charlotte is number one again. Because
Yeah,
you can't really say Okada's number one. When you got
yeah,
Takesha, you got
yeah,
Zach Sabre Jr., you got Bandito. Everybody's been having, those guys been having a great year this year.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get what Ric Flair's doing. There's the bell right there. I get what Ric Flair's doing, and I'm not gonna dog him for it.
I agree.
All right, so Booker T the other day, I think this might be a 5-minute. What do you think? 3 or 5 minutes?
Let's shoot for 5. Let's go.
All right,
This is a
5
good
minutes.
one.
We got 5 minutes on the clock. Booker T the other day came out and says he wishes they had an AEW around when he was doing this thing. He would have camped out. That's what he's calling it. He's calling it a camp out. That's where retirement happens. You go over there, you camp out, you get your paycheck. Ric Flair's getting a paycheck from what he said, and that he's doing it the right way. look, my opinion is Booker T right when he did the same thing to TNA?
He definitely did. Main Event Mafia.
I mean, he created a title over there, the Legends title. You know what I'm saying? He camped out in TNA at the end and made his money, you know, but
Yeah.
he wasn't making AEW level of money, you know, and I think that's where it comes in.
Yeah, that's what bothers him because if TNA probably would have gave him that if they had that type of money.
Yeah, they did, but I mean, this right here, though, I mean, there's a lot of guys. Big Show, he did it. Taz is doing it. I mean, Jake the Snake Roberts is doing it. Ric Flair, as he said, is doing it. There's a lot. I mean, I don't know about Ricky Steamboat Dragon. I don't know if he's doing it. I'm pretty sure.
He's not signed to them.
Because he was on Dynamite a few weeks ago. That's why I was saying that.
He's been on like 5 times. I believe he's paid per appearance, but he's
Okay.
been on maybe at least 5 times.
Yeah, okay, cool. But yeah, no, like, you got plenty of guys that are just, and he's right about this. They are just camping out. They're wrapping it up the right way. But, I mean, isn't Booker T doing the same thing?
That's what my argument would be, and I'd agree. But do you not want, older wrestlers to be able to get money? Because that's one thing. It's like almost like if you keep saying that, eventually they're not gonna want to pay you guys. It's like, oh, we don't want old guys because this is what we're dealing with, right? But the one thing I would combat that with is the way that things work is the same day he says that, the next day you hear that the WWE offered Jericho a retirement tour. So wouldn't he be going to the WWE to retire? And isn't that what all these legend and nostalgia contracts are?
Yeah.
I mean, the difference is AEW will actually give you more money.
Yep.
So are you mad that older people are getting paid, or are you mad that that dollar amount is bigger than your check? And I think that's the problem.
I think that's the problem. You know, jealousy is a key factor. You know, greed is something that we were taught as a kid to not have. You know, but as you get older, you realize greed is everywhere. You know, it's one of those things that you can't break. Yes, it may be one of the seven deadly sins, right? But at the same time, it's in your DNA, and someone always wants something that someone else has. For instance, I want a snowblower. All right, I want a snowblower. You know, I need it. My neighbor has one, and I want one. You get what I'm saying? So it is a greed factor. I understand it's a want, but I also got a shovel, and I can fucking shovel it out. You know, I'm able-bodied to do that, right? So no, I get what you're saying, but my thing is I think he's pissed at the same time that AEW never called him. You know, they didn't want the shucky ducky quack quack stuff over there. They didn't want that. They didn't want none of that. And he's down at NXT when he believes that he could be Raw or SmackDown material. Which, no offense, but I enjoy listening to Wade Barrett and Corey Graves.
Yeah.
Over. Look, I like Vic Joseph. I do.
Vic Joseph is good.
I'm a huge fan.
Saves Booker.
He does. He saves Booker a lot, and that's the problem. Vic needs a guy that can elevate him. Like, when Mauro or Renato was there, he elevated everyone. You know, when Vic is on that mic, he elevates you, and then Booker just seems like he kind of brings you down. Yeah. With some of his takes.
Booker's mind is always in the wrong place.
Always.
That's either, either you really like it or it's cringe. Like, I was a big Booker fan as the wrestler. The commentator, it's not for me.
No, and like the thing is like we grew up with guys like John Bradshaw Layfield and Taz. Okay, and we all were tired of Jerry the King Lawler with this. Oh, puppies. Oh!
Exactly.
You know, we all got tired of that. That's what it sounds like now with Booker. You know, with I do the shucky ducky quack quack stuff, but I'm not going. I'm not doing that.
It's too much sometimes. It's way too much.
It is. And there's the bell right there. And we're going on to the next slide. And we were talking about Chris Jericho earlier. And we're going to give this one 5 minutes as well. This is another 5-minute spot. Chris Jericho was offered by WWE a retirement storyline. And I tweeted out, even WWE wants his ass gone. You know, they're tired of his ass. So, if this is the case, do you think he gets a run at the IC title to keep his record? All right. Or do you think he just gets a great storyline and rides off into the sunset at the end of the year like John Cena? Except Cena's wasn't that great.
Yeah, I know Cena's left a lot to be desired.
Yeah,
as
it
far
did. It
as
did.
but I just ride with one of the goats. I mean, I'm happy Cena got his retirement, but I I honestly off rip would expect Jericho's retirement tour to be a little bit better because I feel like he's just like a little bit more articulate, and I feel like he would just be probably more involved in what he wants to do, and probably would create the better story. But I don't see them giving him any belts, and simply because when it just come to, I mean, unless are we gonna turn the IC title into the belt that everyone is gonna hold before they retire?
Well, I mean, Jericho is the um he holds the title the most. He had the title the most. So that's why when you think IC title, you think Jericho, you think Honky Tonk Man, and now Gunther. You know.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah.
but Jericho, he holds the title the most. I think the Miz is second most right now. He's right behind him. And that's what I would think. I would think you would have Miz tie Jericho for the IC title and have Jericho win against the Miz and have the Miz, tie him again later on. And then before the Miz retires, Miz takes that. All right? Because the prestige behind that is
I would like that.
there's a lot of prestige behind that title. And if you look at some of the runs, some of the greatest runs that The Miz had, he had the Intercontinental Championship on his shoulder. When he had that one promo where he said that you're the ones that, make him who he is. And he's been here day in and day out wrestling when he's hurt a little bit. And he's never been on the sidelines. And he was going off on Daniel Bryan, calling him a coward and stuff like that for not getting in that ring when he could at that time. And there's a lot of promos, not promos, a lot of runs for the Miz that was really good here.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for Jericho. Jericho has some really, really good runs. I think he's a 9-time, and someone out there can find out for me. TC,
like
Big
he's
Mike.
had it a lot of times, though. I know that for sure.
He is the most Intercontinental Champion. Then it's the Miz right there. But it's one of those, like, I understand why they gave it to Cena, all right? And then it was one of those, here you go. This is we're sorry for fucking up your retirement tour. Here's the IC title. There's your Grand Slam. This is an automatic bid. You know for sure you're in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Automatic bid. I get that why they did that for John Cena. Okay? But for Jericho, it makes sense to give him the IC title, and because he is the Intercontinental Champion. Jericho has 9. Thank you. So give him 10. Give him the 10th. All right? Give him double digits.
In that scenario, that's dope. I mean, you're giving them a gem here, so hopefully they listen.
Yeah, well, listen, and that's the thing, though. Like, you let Miz beat Dom, okay? And I know everybody's like, what? What? Shut up, all right? You go back and watch some tape on Miz, all right? Miz is not as bad as what you guys say, all right?
Miz is a good worker.
He's
Miz
a
is definitely a good
damn
worker.
good worker. They're a bunch at 6. I know Miz is right there. So, all right, well, then you won't be able to do that storyline. But still, I mean, you could. You give it to him 3 times. You did it with Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair. You gave back and forth the title each and every week. And even pay-per-views, But,
That was annoying.
it was annoying. Like cheese and crackers, And yeah, Charlotte now has 17 title reigns because of that. I don't know how many. I think it's like 13, but still. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Y2J deserves one more, and I get what you guys are saying. Y2J deserves one more Intercontinental Championship run in the WWE because he is the Intercontinental Champion in real life. All right. And that's just the truth. He's an IWGP champion. He is a Ring of Honor champion. He is a AEW champion, WWE Undisputed champion, and the list goes on. And there's the belt right there. And you have anything to add to this before I hit the next slide?
No, I'd just be interested if WWE has anything going on the first of the year.
Yeah.
See if he might break the walls down again.
Or if they start giving his what's that little vignettes of him coming back type of deal.
Yeah.
So here's our next one. We got 7 minutes on the clock for this one. This is Claudio Classiano versus Guerrero. Guerrero was a 3-year champion over in CMML for the World Heavyweight Championship over there. 3 years he held that title, but I don't know if you saw it. I saw the match. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't get to see the match yet,
But
but I seen what happened.
yeah. What the hell? All right, either way. But yeah, so the Wheeler Yuta and what's his name? Daniel Garcia, they came out with the Death Riders music and it looked great. Oh my god, did it sound good? It looked good. The only thing I had to critique was Daniel Garcia trying to talk trash with his little 5'6" self, 137-pound ass. All right, I'll get in the ring with his ass and show him up. All right, I won't even have to do that. Yeah, I'll do it. All right, like good guy. But no, this match was great. Stampede is correct. Is he in here, by the way?
I haven't seen him pop up. No.
Okay, so he might be sleeping still. We might be missing Stampede this week again.
Sorry, his schedule's crazy.
It is. He's up watching wrestling all the time. But yeah, either way. So yeah, no, you got this. You know, you got this match, and these guys are just going at it. It's hard hitting too. Like at one point, you saw Claudio throw him up and hit him. You know, and when he hit him so hard it looked like he almost took his mask off. Like he took it, like part of the mask went up, and I was like, oh damn. You know, like it was awkward too with the his finisher. You know, when he went to do the finisher. Gabriel looked like he was trying to bunch up instead of straighten out. But this is also when we get to Wednesday night, which we're coming up here soon this Wednesday.
Yeah.
This has to be where the turn happens. You got Claudio as champion.
Yep.
Okay? Claudio's champion. You got Pac that's on a fucking run of his life. Okay? And you got Moxley, who is losing matches after matches after matches.
Claudio gonna get him. Claudio gonna get him.
And I know people will be like, didn't Marina Shafira just turn on him? I get it. Okay? I don't think she truly turned, though. You know?
Yeah, she didn't truly turn on him.
Oh,
Just kind of looked disappointed. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know? But whatever. This is where AEW actually excels over WWE. All right, they could bring a title from a different place. New Japan, CMML. You know, when Ring of Honor was a thing. You know, they brought Ring of Honor on. TNA, they actually made TNA look really good. You know, when they had that, even though Kenny Omega was going through his belt collector phase. You know.
Yeah.
But he still made people look good. Even when they lost, he still made people look good. But yeah, no. So this match, to me, though, they know how to make... AEW knows how to make this look better on their screen than what WWE does for TNA. NXT is not doing TNA favors. CMML is actually getting some favors done by AEW. Now, people are going to be like, what about AAA? You're not talking about AAA. AAA is getting zero favors except airtime from WWE. That's the only favor AAA is getting right now from WWE. Okay? Yes, you're going to be like, well, Dominic Mysterio is their champion. Dom's not even signed to AAA, so why the hell is he the champion? There's no story that goes into WWE like the CMML World Championship does in AEW. You know?
Yeah, because we know that CMLL is always on AEW TV.
Exactly. You know, like,
and we also know that AEW have no problem having like a Mystico win on a Dynamite or win on their pay-per-view and take that belt back. That's the
Exactly.
thing. Like we know that they'll do that.
Exactly. It's like this, okay? It's like this. We thought we were gonna get when we got Los Garza winning the tag team titles. We thought we were gonna get tag team titles on fucking SmackDown or Raw or NXT. But what did we get? We got 2 matches like that and nothing else. We did not see the
They don't they
Garzas
don't
at all.
they don't like to promote other
No, they
brands.
don't.
Not even ones that they own.
Exactly, and it's stupid. Look,
Yeah.
yes, I get it. You got them. What was that called? You got them a TV deal with Fox Deportes. Okay, that's Deportes. Okay, where's the other us? The English.
Yeah.
Look, I understand Spanish. Yes, yes, I do. Yo soy comprende español. Yes, I do understand Spanish. Boom. All right, I do get it. All right, my ears hurt with these damn headphones, man.
I feel you on that.
God. But yes, I get it. You know, they need a TV deal on that first, and then they can get it in American English version, whatever you want to call it, TV deal. But you should have had that done way before. Now, should have had that
Yeah.
done way before. They should have been on Tubi. They should have been on Fox Deportes. They should have been on something.
Yeah, we need access to watch it. You know, like that's we need give us a way to watch it.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And you know what? I don't know what you're talking about there, Flo. I'm protective all day. But yeah, no, man.
But
This
good for Claudio.
this is what I'm saying. I think he or Pac is about to be the new leader of the Death Riders. It has to be
I-
done.
I would like it to be Claudio. He
It would
got
be
my
nice.
vote.
He deserves the nod, but you want to also have your leader look like a psychopath, and there's no more looking psychopath than Pac right now.
Yeah, 100% right on that. Even that new like wardrobe he wears just makes him look like 4 times bigger. It doesn't even make no sense.
No, it doesn't. I want that. I want that. Yeah, like, her. Walk around like, what's up?
Yeah, like I don't even know how he's moving.
I don't know, man. And the way he runs and how smooth he is, oh, God.
Yeah.
God. All right, and there's the bell right there, folks. That ends our 7 minutes. That was a quick 7 minutes, actually. And we have, this one's going to be a quick, we're going to do a 5-minute. It starts now. Bleacher Report did a ranking of John Cena's greatest rivals. Their top 10 is CM Punk number 1, Edge number 2, Rock number 3, Orton number 4, 5, Brock Lesnar 6, AJ Styles 7, Batista 8, Kurt Angle 9, Shawn Michaels at number 10. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Do you agree with this list?
I like the list. I mean, if I deep dive, there might be a few that I would switch, and I definitely don't think, for me, I know that maybe that pipe bomb weighs heavy into it. I don't know if I'd have Punk at 1. I'd probably have him in my top 3.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a few of the feuds that's under him that I just like better than Punk at the top. But I do like the list, though.
No, I agree with that. I would definitely put Punk in the top 3 for sure. Rock
Yeah.
would be number 10, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's why Rock is way too high.
Yeah, way too damn high. Orton is way too low, in my opinion. I think Randy Orton,
Yeah.
John Cena might be the second best.
That's in my top 3 for sure.
The second best, for sure. Because Edge and Cena just went to a different level. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get it twisted. Number 5 is not Brock Lesnar in my book. It is Batista. Because the top
Yeah,
4...
he's for
The
sure.
top 4 is very interchangeable, folks. It is in that perspective. If you look at it as Edge, Orton, CM Punk. No, I'm sorry, not CM Punk. Randy Orton. So you got Edge, Orton, sorry. We'll go Batista, then CM Punk. That's your
Yeah.
top 4 right there. You can interchange that top 4, easy. And then you throw in AJ Styles as number 5 or number 6, with Brock Lesnar as number 5 or number 6. You can interchange that. So it's...
That would definitely be my top 5. I think I would fortunately have to leave Brock Lesnar at 5, but the same 4 you said before him would be my exact 4.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you think about it, Edge and Cena just took it to a different level.
Crazy.
Randy and Cena were the face, were the up and comers. They were the guys that
Yep.
everybody knew. And then you had Batista and Cena always battling it out from
Yep.
OVW to WWE for the WWE Championship to the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, last man standing match where Cena had to duct tape Batista from standing. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Batista's an animal. Their feud was. I love their feud. Their whole feud.
oh yeah, no, it was one of those beautiful. Hey, I get it. People are gonna be like, "What about Kurt Angle?" The Kurt Angle stuff kind of fizzled out real fast because he got fired. I'm sorry, I hate to say it like that. He got released
Yeah.
or whatever, and he went to TNA and had a better career, in my opinion, than he
Yeah,
did in WWE.
he had an amazing TNA career.
Oh my God, he was doing things that WWE wish he would have done. Yeah. Um,
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, I don't know, man. Sometimes I look at these reports from Bleacher Report, or I don't really follow anything from like What Culture or Dave Meltzer or
Yeah.
yeah, I'll get stuff from that. You know what I'm saying? I'll get stuff from that,
Yeah.
but I don't follow them. Like
Yeah. I only see what they say on Twitter.
that's it. I don't pay 35 or whatever it is.
Oh,
Here,
hell no.
I don't care about Dave Meltzer's opinion. I'd rather listen to Eric Bischoff talk about the good old days of him running wrestling and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what he calls it. I'd rather listen to that and than listen to Dave Meltzer and that Brian Alvarez guy spew out bullshit like usual. So, but no, like, yeah, there's good stuff. Some stuff is good, some stuff is terrible. Like PWI, we talked about that one last week. I don't follow their shit either because their stuff is based on who has how many titles and who's popular right now, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Some of their system is clearly flawed.
Yeah,
for
oh,
sure.
very, very flawed. But like this right here, to say The Rock is number 3.
Yeah. I could barely even remember their feud. Like I definitely would take the Bray Wyatt one over that.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh God, yeah. Oh my
yeah.
God, Bray
Yeah,
Wyatt.
that's so. The
Rest in
list is wrong, and The Rock probably don't need to be on this list. Because I feel like there may be a few other people you could put over him.
Yep, and here's the bell. That was a quick 5 minutes right there. And we're going on to the next slide. Oh, and it was supposed to be Stampede again this week. We're going to have Big Mike.
Stampede house.
We're going to... Is he in here or no?
No,
No?
I was hoping he came in when I said his name, but he's not Joe Hendry.
No, he's not. Next week should be Big Mike. I'll make sure that happens.
Hey, we going. We swinging regardless, my brother.
Yeah, we'll make sure. All right, so we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And then we're about to start that here in a second. 5 minutes to make this happen. All right, and it starts
Yep.
now. Here we go. Becky Lynch came out and said there's some dude who used to work for WWE that would blacklist women if you did not have coitus with them. Should this be more vocal on the internet?
Yes, this needs to be exposed. I don't know why things like this get swept under the rug and people love to like attack things that are not serious. So yes, say who this was so that person could be put in the corner somewhere and doesn't try this again, because whether they're in WWE or another company, that can't happen.
It can't happen. You're 100% right. It's the same thing. We watch all these documentaries about Disney doing the same shit with, children and women and shit like that. It cannot be backstage in the WWE. You're better than that. Do better. We're not in the Vince McMahon era no more. Let's do something different. All right, next slide is Bret Hart has some words about wrestling in general, saying that it's more enjoyable to watch the old school stuff versus today because people today do not know how to sell. Is Bret Hart talking out of his ass, or does he actually have a gripe here?
Remember, he came from the dungeon. He's a pure wrestler.
Yep.
So I'm sure if he was watching Zack Sabre Jr. matches or something, he would probably like it. So I'm going to go 50-50 with him. It's not his style of wrestling, but I'm also going to say somewhere in his heart it probably has to do with Bill Goldberg.
Oh no, I don't know, man. I think it might be more him losing 3 family members way before their time was supposed to happen.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I mean, barely. He had a heart attack. He had a stroke. You
Yeah.
know, and stuff up here ain't right no more. But you know what? He's still the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. So I like Bret Hart, and as long as he hates Bill Goldberg, we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. A lot of people are going to be like, what the hell is this? Cyndi Lauper at the Grammys, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, was at the Grammys and gave, in her speech, she honored wrestlers like Roddy Piper, Classy Freddie Blassie, you know, Captain Lou Albano. The list goes on. She even acknowledged her time in the 80s with wrestling, saying that it saved her life. Which, okay. But Hall of Famer honors wrestlers. Do you like this from a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yep.
Pardon my language.
Oh no, it's all
But
good. We're
yeah,
on Switch. We're good.
well, I loved it. I mean, it's out the blue,
Yep.
and it's actually something good to see because you're not expecting someone in the well. I guess there's a few you maybe might expect it from, but you wasn't expecting her to go up there and start talking about old school, you know, WWE or WWF wrestlers, or
Yep.
even before then. So I liked it. I loved every minute.
She
of it.
even said that she wrote music because that made her had a lot of fun in her time. So, hey, look, love you, Sydney. You've been doing great. We love your music.
Salute.
And we're at the congratulations to Trick and Lash Legend for getting engaged over the weekend. I think it was on Thanksgiving. They got engaged. You know, Lash had a great showing on Survivor Series War Games over the, last night, and you know, Trick tweeted out, "I know she ain't wearing that ring." You know, so congratulations to these two. I just wanted to put that in there.
Congratulations, Trick and Lash.
Yeah,
It's great to see.
it is great to see. And then the last thing that we're talking about, like usual, we got a minute left. We did really good with this one this week. Really good this week. We have really good matchup for week 13 because you know that's coming up right after we done with this. We already had our Thanksgiving games. What game are you looking forward to this week?
All right. Well, the game I'm looking forward to the most, this is gonna sound crazy because you know I'm a Rams guy, right? The Browns and Niners. I want to see
Nice.
Shador. I want to see
Nice.
Shador go out there and play his ass off
Yeah.
and step on the 49ers. So
Nah, I feel that.
I'm interested to see what happens over there.
Nah, I agree with that. Is there any other game that you are looking at, though, as well?
I mean, there's a few of them. I mean, I know we can't be looking at Atlanta and the Jets here.
I am, because Atlanta's apparently in the hunt. All right?
Hey, well, you got to win today.
We had to win out. There's a win out situation for us. But my game to watch, all right? My game to watch is that New York Giants and Patriots game right there.
A rematch.
All right? The rematch, yeah. And there's the bell right there. We'll try better next time, next week. And don't forget, we're here every week at 8 o'clock in the morning. Same time, join Mike Norton and myself right here for Good Morning IWC. Join Mike Norton. Head over to his YouTube. Tell him where to go real quick for everything.
Absolutely. At Mob Squad 508 is the Elite Mob podcast channel. Subscribe, smash the thumbs up, catch up on videos. Also, Mike and Ant Sports on YouTube. That's my sports channel, which has been mainly football during the season, but we do other things on there as well.
You got to get me those logos so I can put them up in the top, that top right up there.
I
Like how I did with the Run In and Dyson Mayhem. You got to get me that so we can do that, you know. They already
I got those. I got the Mike and Ant logo. I'll send that to you right now when we get off.
Word. Hey, thanks for everybody tuning in. Be sure to tune in. Today, we're going to be back live, not Mike Norton or Big Mike. It's just me and a bunch of friends. We're going to be playing Dyson Mayhem, Kusterhod. We're bringing that back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be easy.